Hello my lovely cheaters, I hope you're all doing fine. And today the topic I'm gonna talk about is my let's say education journey, and just another episode so you guys can just know me a little bit more. And yeah, so what I want to start is, like, I went to kindergarten, as you all probably did, and then when I was 5, so usually in Austria you go into school with 6 years, and I was like always hanging up I was always hanging out with the 1 year older girls, so with there were like my friends in kindergarten were 1 year older, so it was planned that they were going to school 1 year earlier than me because they were already 6 and I was still 5, and it was kind of making me sad, and I didn't want to be alone, and I just wanted to be in school too. And so my mom organized herself that I was able to go into school, so in like elementary school, with 5 years old instead of 6. And so the teacher was okay with that, and then suddenly my teacher got sick and we got a new one, and I was in her class, and she let me know the whole 4 years of elementary school that she wasn't okay with that I was 1 year younger than the other ones. Like, I had never problems in school. I was okay and everything in elementary school. I had good grades, and she still wasn't okay in the fact that I was 1 year younger. She always said like, yeah, she was too young to go in school and everything. She missed out on this and that. And even when so when you're in the 4th, you go in Austria, you can decide if you want to go in right now it's like Mittelschule, but then when I was in elementary school it was Hauptschule or Gymnasium. It's like so Gymnasium is a little bit harder most of the times than Hauptschule. So if you have troubles in elementary school, you most of the time go into the Hauptschule, or you say now Mittelschule. And I'm gonna say it in German because I really don't know how to explain it in English, so I'm just gonna say the German words. And yeah, then I went into Gymnasium, but the teacher in elementary school always told my mom it's better if I go into Hauptschule, but my mom insisted that I should go into Gymnasium, and I tried to get into like a sport gymnasium, but I didn't pass the test, so I went into a normal one. Exactly, I wanted to go in a boarding school when I was that young, so I was 9-10 years old, and I wanted to go in boarding school, but my mom was like, no, you're too young, stay at home, go into Gymnasium. So I went into this Gymnasium in nearby my hometown, and it was like the e-learning class where only were like 3 boys or something in the class, and the rest like 27 girls or something. And yeah, we had some fights, like not abusive fights, but like verbal fights a lot, but it was fun. Like, I had a good time. I can't remember any bad times there, not at all. Like, I have really great friends there. Sadly, I don't have that much contact with them. But yeah, it was really fun. So you go there for 4 years, and then you can decide if you want to switch your school into if you want to switch school, or you can stay in a gymnasium and just continue, or you can go to a different gymnasium. And also the possibility, if you go to a Hauptschule before, you can change to a gymnasium and go on a gymnasium, because Hauptschule is only like the first 4 years and then there's nothing. So either you learn a job or you go into Gymnasium. And then I wanted to go to the school Bad Hofgastein Tourism School, and it was with a specialties for professional skiing. And I tried it, and the fun fact, like, I always had like that good luck in all of my happenings in my life. Like, so you have this test, what you have to do, like in skiing and in coordination and in like running and all these kind of things. And I did the test, and they don't decide, like they take, like there are around, let's say 100 people who want to go in a class, and they only take like around 25, and it's like girls and boys. So yeah, I were on the on, like, there's a waiting list. I don't know why my voice is now gone. I'm so sorry. I was on the waiting list on the first place. So if someone decided he doesn't want to go into school, I was able to go in this school. And so you wait over the summer, and then there were one person who didn't want to go, but with my luck, one boy from the class above didn't pass the class, so he came in the class I wanted to be. So I weren't able to go into this class, so I wasn't able to go in this school. So we were like, oh, I did professional skiing this time, so it wasn't easy to combine. Oh, that was the bad thing in the school, in Gymnasium. I had to train and had to get off of school sometimes, and I had one teacher. She was my maths teacher. She like made my life really like, not my life, but she wasn't okay with me getting off school for training, and she tried a lot of things to make it not happen. Like, I even had like a test, like coordination test, and I got off from my like from the, I don't know how to call this in school, like the person on top, like from all teachers, like the head coach or head teacher, I don't know. Yeah, he even got me off of school, so was everything okay. And then suddenly she was on the place where I had my test, showing up and telling me on the day where I had the test that I got like a nicht beurteilt. I don't know what's in English, like I don't get any grades, because she thinks I wasn't enough there to give me a grade. But the funny fact is, like, my mom and her got really in a fight. Like, oh my god, I still can remember like all the people watching us. But she, like, the fact that she came to this test in her like home time, like not even school time, to tell me that was like just crazy. But yeah, so I didn't go into Bad Hofgastein, because then I had to find a school what allows me to get off a lot for training and skiing and everything and going to races. So there wasn't any school. So I don't know, in the US you have the system like homeschooling. In Europe or in Austria you don't, like, it's not popular at all. Like, if I told someone I was homeschooled for 1 year, they'd look at me and like, what are you, like, what's that, and is it allowed, and all these kind of things. So I decided to do homeschooling for 1 year, and it was like the best year of my life. It was the most stressful year of my life, because I had no tests over the year. I had to learn myself every like maths and like German and Spanish. I had learned it myself, everything from the start. So, and then in the end of the year, it looks like I'm naked, but I have something on. So on the end of the year, you have in 1 week, or let's say 10 days, you have every like, you have to do all the tests. Like, imagine you have English, German on one day, and then maths and biology on one day, and that's like 10 days in a row, like every test in a row. And it was like, I remember I was sitting there in this week, sitting there every day crying, not because I was scared, but I had so much pressure on me, because you have this one chance, and if you don't pass this chance, you are like, you didn't pass. Like, it's just the one chance. But it was like the best thing to do, because I had like my time to go to races. I didn't have like the stress to explain myself to my like my colleagues in school, or to my teacher why I was there. I just had like the best time of my life. I had like the best results in skiing. It just improves if you have like the me time, and you can't just plan everything. Like, most of the time I went skiing in the morning, and had training in the morning and afternoon, like from 2 to 5. I studied, and it just shown me that you don't have to have a teacher sometimes. It depends on which type of learning you have. Like, I don't need a teacher to learn. I just need my books, and I will write and just try. Like, that's the best way I learn. Some people don't learn that way, so it's not probably for all types of people the right thing, but for me it was. So I'm really thankful also for my mom, because she was like really helpful for that. Like, if I had questions, she tried to manage to explain and everything. And because I had like private coaching this year, it probably cost a lot, and I'm always thankful for my mom and dad that they gave me the opportunity, even if I'm not a skier right now. But I will never like forget what skiing did to my like personality, because if I didn't ski the years, I wouldn't be the person I am right now, because it's like my personality and the person I am right now is through skiing, for sure, for 100% sure. And yeah, so then well, after the 1 year homeschooling, I tried to go in Berufsverein again, so I did all again the tests, skiing tests and everything, and I passed. And I was so happy, because I trained my ass off in this year to just improve myself, and like just show them that I'm able to do that. And I was so happy when I got the results that I passed it. So I went into Berufsverein, and well, usually in Berufsverein it's like a special school for professional skiing, so we always had school until 1 o'clock, and then in the afternoon we had training until 6, and it was a boarding school, so I was from Monday to sometimes Saturday, sometimes Friday in school, slept there, eat there. Like, it was my whole family there, and like, I enjoyed it. Like, I loved boarding school, just because like boarding school makes you to such like person that solves all the problems alone, and you just get to an adult very fast through boarding school. And it was fun. It took 4 years. I went there 4 years, so, but the last year I was in boarding school, but that's a different story. If you want to watch my video about my breakup, I will say it there, why I'm not in boarding school the last year. And then, yeah, it was really fun. Like, we had a good time, but also some really bad things happened there. Like, for example, the one, like, Me Too experience. If you want to watch it, you can watch it. But also, like, bullying a lot. So I will do a separate video about that, bullying and loving yourself. So yeah, I was there like 4 years, and then I was like a hotel Hotelkauffrau is like in German, but you're like a professional in hotel tourism theme, and you're allowed to open your own restaurants or hotel or whatever you want. And yeah, so after that I decided to do like my graduation, because you don't have that, like in German it's Immatura, but you don't have that in that kind of school. So, and it's really important because you only can study or like go to university if you have that. So I did that, and I went 1 year into like another school where you're able to do that. And yeah, so I did that, and if you can imagine, I'm not, so that was on the age of 19, so I'm not 20 yet. So I was there, well, I'm now, but then I was 20. So I did that. I did my graduation in 1 year, and was really glad that I did that, because then I studied, and I studied like so I did it really fast. So I studied in 1.5 years my bachelor. So right now I'm writing my bachelor degree, but I'm already finished with university. I just have to give my bachelor degree on the 1st of August. I have to send it, and then my bachelor test I have on the 24th of August. And I'm really proud of myself because I'm only 21, and not that much people, I think, have their bachelor degree with 21. So I'm really proud of myself, and a lot of people would think, oh, why are you so happy about yourself? But that's the fact, like, you are able and you're allowed to be happy about yourself, and just push yourself, because yeah, it motivates you. And yeah, right now I'm thinking about doing the master, but I'm like, I don't like to learn anymore, so I'm not sure if I will do it. It depends how my next year will happen and what will happen and how I'm standing in life right now. So yeah, so it still decides what to do. And yeah, so that was my education vlog video, whatever. So I hope you liked it, and be sure to follow me on my Instagram and on my YouTube and all my social medias, like my videos, and subscribe to don't miss any other videos, right? And thanks guys, thanks Cheetahs, and sleep well.